everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to try out my new Break the Rules palette. This is from, I have the company here. It's Belle Cosmetics. And then they did send me, this came with the order, so if you want to use thank you 10, you can get 10% off, but this was a pre-order and they are doing their 4th round. I got the bundle with the mirror only because the palette by itself wasn't available. The mirror came broken. They're supposed to be sending me a new one, but this is what it looks like. They're really pretty. I don't know if all of these are duochromes. I am going to swatch them for you. I think this retails for $27 by itself. I watched a review, I think it was from Amy Loves Makeup. I will try and remember and link her video down below, but she compared this to another indie brand whose palettes are like $65. So this is significantly cheaper and the shadows were very, very similar, which is primarily why I got this, because I had been interested in that other brand, but I wasn't going to spend $65 on an indie palette that I've never tried. It's just a lot of money to invest in something that you're not familiar with. So when I saw how similar this one was, and there was an option for a pre-order, I decided to buy it. So I'm going to swatch it. I will do a look. I think I'm going to do this kind of orangey shade here. So I'm going to combine it with the Huda Beauty Topaz palette just because it's got some orange mattes and a brown in it. I haven't used this one either, but most of my eyeshadow palettes are in containers in my closet. That's a whole other story if you're not familiar, but so I'm going to use the mattes out of here. We'll test out a shade on the lid, and yeah, that's what we're going to be getting into. My dogs are in here, my cats are in here, my cat is in here too, so you're going to hear background noise. So we'll do the swatches. We'll do the eye look. I'll do my face off camera and I'll show you the finished look at the end. So we'll do it in that order. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribed and let's jump. I got a wipe. We're going to do kind of live swatches so you can see. I'm just going to do 3 at a time. We'll start with Bold. So very, very pretty. I did put a towel down just because I feel like these are going to be messy. Stay Radical, which is the shade that I think I'm going to use on my lids today. And then Not Listening is a really pretty green. I might use a little bit of that today too. Okay. Trying to clean my fingers off as best we can here. We have Make Me, Go Rogue, some of these are a little sheerer than others. Eager for More is a really pretty turquoise. Okay, and then we have Your Choice, Rebel, this is also an orange, so maybe I'll use this orange and that other orange together. And then Just Watch. So there are all of the swatches. So I'm going to clean this up and we'll get into the look. So I just did a very basic eye look. I did end up using, like I said, a few shades out of here. You don't have to use the Topaz palette. Originally I was going to use one of my Juvia's Place ones, but like I said, most of my palettes are in my closet and it's a little bit of a chore to get them out. So I used something that would work that I had on hand, but any similar shade to what I'm using will give you similar effect if you decided to pick this palette up and like this look. And then I'll do lower lash an inner corner after I do my base, and I'll show you what that looks like at the very end. So I'm just priming with the Gerard Clean Canvas. And then I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to use this dark brown, these 2 oranges, and a little bit of the yellow. And then I end up using a little bit of this bronzy shade just to help kind of blend out the edges of the metallic. So I'm just going to take a pencil brush. So any dark brown, any kind of, you know, burnt or even orange shade is going to give you, I think I dipped into the orange on accident. Yeah, I did. It's going to give you the same look. So I'm just trying to put the brown in the outer and inner corner. This look did not take me very long at all. I just wanted to test out. I'm going to wear an orange shirt today to work, so I wanted to try and coordinate again. And then just a little blending brush. My eyes are small, so these little, I think I have 2 sets of like this size of Luxie brush. Came in subscription boxes. They work really well for me because, like I said, my eyes are small. So when I do spotlight eyes, they do help a lot. So I'm just taking that up into the crease. I'm going in pretty lightly. I don't want it to be, wanted to try and make it more orange than brown, so I'm not trying to go in super heavy with the brown. And then I'm just going to go in with my Sigma E25 just to help blend out that edge a little bit, because I did put a wet base down. Okay, I'm going to go in with the lighter. These look very, very similar. I go back and forth. There's a lady on YouTube, Lauren May Beauty. She did a video where she compared palettes that had like repeating shades in them. The Huda palettes are, these little mini Huda palettes are culprits of that. I think all of them have like 2 shades. All of the mini palettes have like 2 shades in them that look similar. So now I'm just trying to make my eyes match, because I think I have a little more brown on this side. So I'm just going to dip in with the same E25. I have a color switch, so I'm just wiping my brush off. I just want the eyes to look relatively similar. Like that's always the goal. I'm going to go in with just a little blending brush in that kind of gold shade, and then I'll go back in again with the orange one more time, just to kind of diffuse that, because it definitely turns it a little more yellow, and I again want it to be a little more on the orange side. And then take it up. It never fails whenever I do one eye off camera and one eye on camera. They never look exactly the same as if you're sitting and doing them at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going to take my NYX glitter primer. I use this with every like metallic sparkly shadow on my lid. Doesn't matter what brand. I just feel like it helps give me some more longevity. Not necessary. I don't think you necessarily have to do anything. You could put some concealer down, whatever, spray your brush, whatever you want to do. This is just how I like to do my makeup, so that's what I'm using. And then we're going to go into Rebel, and then I have a little bit of Stay Radical in the center. But Rebel is going to go all over where we left the space. You hear a noise, my cat is playing in our shower. Okay, and then this is where I went in with the bronze shade just to kind of help blend out those edges. Now you could just do that shade all over the lid and not do like the halo eye like I did. But since I used some of the brown, this bronzy shade will help us blend into the brown. Okay, and then it's on the same little flat brush. I just dipped into Stay Radical. I was debating if I was going to need to use my finger, but it went on with the brush, and that's going to go right in this center. So I'm just going to keep kind of putting that on until I get it to where I like it. So that was pretty much it. So very, very easy. I'm going to finish my face off camera and I'll come back and I'll show you. I still need to add liner and lashes, but I'm going to finish the rest of my face. So I'm just going to show you what I did. I have Solar Sailor from Kaleidos. It's just their like gold highlighter that is under the brow bone. And then on the lower lash line, I just used my Huda palette. I used the brown and then put the bronze on top and then smoked it out. And then on the inner corner, I used the green in Not Listening, channeling like pumpkin-y fall vibes. And then in the waterline, I used my little Pixie in Matte Sienna, my little Pixie burnt orange pencil. So yeah, that is the eye look. This video is mainly about the shadows, so like I said, I'm just going to do the rest of my face later, but I thought I would show you. It'll look, I think, a little bit better with liner and lashes, but I still have to curl my hair and get ready for work. So yeah, this is the finished look. Let me know if anybody's going to be picking this up. Right now, I think this is their only like palette, but this is a companion palette. You generally probably would need to use it with something else unless you want to do a completely shimmery lid, which I do sometimes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and hopefully I will see you all in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.